Sure does.
Hope you guys enjoyed the time-lapse there of us putting those beams in. I thought I'd go back through and follow the video and do some commentary to kind of explain what was going on. So these LVLs are 14 inches tall and 48 feet long. To move them, I was able to use the crane attachment on my skid steer, and we just had to put a, I think it was a 2x8 on top of it to keep the straps wide enough apart. We had to find the center of the beam so it would pick up and it wouldn't rattle back and forth. Then of course I got those metal tracks on my skid steer, and I'm not able to get onto the concrete with those, and I tried to get them off, but they're pretty much stuck on there now. So laying down some woodwork pretty good. Overall the process went pretty smooth. I just had to get one beam in place at a time. There were 4 altogether. Originally I was only going to have 3, and I was going to have wooden posts, but we really ended up beefing it up after I ran some more calculations on my loads. So we ended up going to 4 LVLs, 14 inches tall and 48 feet long, and then I switched to metal posts that were made from drilling rig. It's like if you get a gas well or a water well dug, these are the same pipes they use to drill those out with. So they were 4-inch pipes. So every time we set a beam in there, I had to run back and forth to each post and each end and get a few nails in to hold it in place so I can get the next one in there. Then went pretty smooth until I got to the last beam. The bracket was pretty tight, so getting it in there made it a little bit difficult just to squeeze it in that space. And also had my strap on there, and the strap did not want to come out. So here's that last beam going in, and I had to go back and forth and wiggle it and knock it with a hammer just to try and get it in there. But once it slipped in, it went pretty good. But again, the straps we used to hold the beam up are now trapped in between the 2 LVLs, so I had to really work to get those out. You know, in time-lapse, things look like it's going really fast, but this process probably took us maybe 2 hours, I believe. Of course, you can see all the wind. It was very windy that day as well, but it went all okay. Here what I'm doing is putting my lag bolts. I've got a 9-bolt pattern on each side of those posts, so I'm putting 3 on each side from either direction. There's Valerie helping me out there. And once those were set in place, then we could take the straps off that were holding the post straight. Like I mentioned in the previous video, they weren't perfect, so we had to shim them and pull them side to side, but once the post got set, then they were good to go. I could take my straps down. The way I designed it is that on top of the beam would be a 2x8, and then that 2x8 here, Valerie and I are nailing that in so that's what all my floor joists are going to sit on and give me a good nailer. Those LVL beams are really, really tough to get into. So I want to make sure I had a good surface to nail to. Here Sydney is helping me out. What we're doing now is putting individual lag bolts in a pattern of 3 every 2 feet down the whole length of the beam. Then we'll jump onto the other side and do another length all the way down. So we probably put about, easily 100 bolts in this thing, tying it together. The bolts that go through the posts, I believe, were 5 inches, and the ones we put through every 2 foot, 3 inches in a row, those were 6-inch bolts, or lag bolts. And then we ran a 20-foot 2x4s from the top of the beam to the outside wall to keep it from rocking back and forth until we get more support on it. Here's a good picture of the bolt pattern we used. So every 2 feet, they're actual structural screws that we put in there. They're kind of like lag bolts, but they're a little bit better. So you can see there's a 3-bolt pattern on the posts there at the top. Those are 1/2 inch by 5 inch lag bolts. You can see the 3-bolt pattern there. And then you can see those little black dots on the beam. Those are the structural screws, 6-inch structural screws. We did every 2 feet. And then according to the manufacturer, you offset the middle one. On the opposite side, when we screwed them in, we made sure that we were 2 feet as well, but we were 2 feet in the opposite or offset. So from one direction, I have 3 screws. You go down a feet, you'll have 3 screws on the other side coming in. You go down a foot, you have 3 screws on the opposite side coming in. Same thing with the bolt pattern on the post. If you notice, it flip-flops. So on one side, the bolt pattern is 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. On the other side is 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. And the reason for that is when I screw them in, I'm not going to hit the screw on the other side. I don't have the potential of putting a hole all the way through it. So anyways, things are moving forward now. It's nice that the weather is getting warmer and we can get outside and work on this. The rain has definitely been an issue holding us up, but getting that beam in was a very big step, and things are looking up.